Tony Kaye's American History X is one of the most important movies of all time. I don't say this lightly, I genuinely mean that American History X encapsulates such an important message about the human condition that to not call it almost a masterpiece would be doing a disservice to all of cinema. But that's the key word, almost, because we never got Tony Kaye's American History X. We almost did. Due to factors outside of Tony Kaye's control, factors that have no bearing on this video, we didn't get it. This video is about the version of American History X we didn't get, and why I personally think it had the potential to be the greatest movie of the decade. In American History X, a young neo-Nazi leader named Derek Vinyard walks out of prison after serving time for a brutal hate crime in which he murders a black man who tried to rob his car. Through flashbacks, we are shown a view of Derek in which, although he is loved by his peers and little brother, his hateful views destroy his family, carrying the weight of everything he once believed. In prison, Derek meets Lamont, a black inmate whose calm, firm presence and refusal to be intimidated gradually challenges Derek's beliefs. Lamont also reveals that he was wrongly imprisoned, which further shakes Derek's understanding of the justice system and the world he thought he knew. The interactions plant the seeds of doubt and reflection, guiding him towards questioning the ideology that once defined him. He returns home to find his younger brother Danny drifting down the same violent path he carved. The film tracks Derek's scramble to pull Danny back from the edge while confronting the ideology that once consumed him. The final scene unfolds at Danny's high school. After turning in his paper, he walks into the restroom. A young student he previously racially harassed enters and pulls a handgun and shoots him at close range. Danny collapses. A moment later, Derek arrives and finds him in a pool of his own blood. The scene cuts between Derek holding Danny and a voiceover of Danny reading his paper. The film ends there. Now, this was the ending we got, and personally, I think it's a great ending. It shows us the finality of death, the violence that hate fosters, and the quickness in which violence can take a life. However, this was not Tony Kaye's intended ending. From articles, interviews, and other sources around the internet, we can get a vague recollection of what Kaye's intended version was. In Kaye's version, the film would have ended after Danny's death, with a single blunt shot, Derek at the mirror, shaving his head again. No dialogue, no added context, just the act itself, showing that all of the de-radicalization he had undergone in prison, in the end, was futile. Stricken with grief, anger, and hopelessness, he would return to the hatred that had plagued him and his family for so long. The cut to black would follow immediately. Experts have been studying for decades what makes people so hateful to the point of violence, and with the ever-evolving methods and causes for radicalization, we may never truly know the answer. But something that we do know is people return to familiarity a lot. This is why the biggest indicator of being part of a cult is leaving another cult. These are biases that are incredibly hard to deprogram from people, especially when the person's life was molded so much by its influence. And that, in my opinion, is what Kaye's ending to American History X is about, a return to familiarity in reaction to grief, no matter how hateful and destructive that return may be.
The film is good. It begins to probe and explore. Had I been permitted to complete my work, the film would have been great. My vision of the film never made it to the screen because Edward Norton, the actor, was permitted by the producers to edit and alter the film, increasing the role of his own performance while decreasing the integrity of the picture. But when I asked for my name to be removed from the picture, which impacts so much on free speech, my own union, the Directors Guild of America, refused to permit me to withdraw my name.